From betrayal to bitter feuds, we'll delve into the secrets, controversies, and heartbreaking moments that forever changed their lives. Get ready for an emotional roller coaster as we relive the tales of love, loss, and betrayal in the wrestling world. This is 5 real-life WWE couples that ended in disaster. Number 5. Drew McIntyre and Taryn, also known as Tiffany. In August 2010, it came to light that Taryn, also known as Tiffany, a diva in World Wrestling Entertainment, had been indefinitely suspended. This action was taken following her arrest on a Sunday morning for a domestic disturbance involving her then-husband, Drew McIntyre. According to reports, the couple had attended a party together in Los Angeles on Saturday night and retired to their hotel room afterwards. An altercation between them escalated, leading to the intervention of hotel security and the police. Taryn was subsequently arrested and booked into Van Nuys Valley Jail at 10:26 a.m. She was released on $20,000 bail at 4:55 p.m. the same day. Taryn had a hearing scheduled for September 2nd at the Los Angeles Municipal Court, Division 141. As soon as WWE officials became aware of the situation, they promptly sent her home. Taryn's lawyers expressed confidence that she would be cleared of all charges. The suspension was expected to remain in effect until she was officially exonerated. However, before Taryn could make a comeback to WWE programming, she was released from her contract on November 19, 2010. This left the SmackDown brand with 3 active divas at the time: Michelle McCool, Layla, and Kelly. There were also 2 Valays, Serena and Rosa Mendes, and 1 inactive diva, Beth Phoenix, who was recovering from an injury. On May 24, 2011, Taryn, using the name Tiffany, announced on Twitter that her marriage to Drew McIntyre was over. In her statement, she expressed her sadness and wished McIntyre happiness and continued success. Following their separation, McIntyre's career trajectory in WWE changed. He moved away from his chosen one gimmick and gradually descended down the card, adopting different personas such as being part of the 3MB stable. By 2014, McIntyre was eventually released by WWE. Meanwhile, Taryn found success in TNA. She showcased her talent and proved that she was more than just a pretty face by delivering impressive matches, including a last man standing match and a ladder match with Gail Kim. During her time in TNA, she became a 1-time TNA Knockouts champion. Interestingly, while Taryn held the Knockouts championship, her ex-husband Drew McIntyre made his debut for the brand. He answered the Beatdown Clan's challenge and defeated Kenny King. In Impact Wrestling, McIntyre cashed in his Feast or Fired briefcase and defeated Matt Hardy to capture the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, becoming the first ever Scottish-born champion in the promotion. He successfully defended the title against Jeff Hardy on the March 29th episode of Impact Wrestling. Taryn concluded her wrestling career in the National Wrestling Alliance, where she put over younger talents like Allysin Kay, Marty Bell, and Camille. On November 10th, she officially announced her retirement from professional wrestling, leaving NWA. Meanwhile, McIntyre made a triumphant return to WWE. On January 26th, he won the Royal Rumble match by eliminating Roman Reigns last, earning himself a championship opportunity at WrestleMania 36. In the marquee event, McIntyre eliminated 6 participants, including WWE champion Brock Lesnar. The following night on Raw, he announced that he would challenge Lesnar for the WWE Championship, effectively turning face. In the main event of the second night of WrestleMania on April 5th, McIntyre defeated Lesnar to capture the WWE Championship. However, at Hell in a Cell on October 25th, he lost the title to Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell match, marking the end of McIntyre's first reign as WWE Champion after 203 days and his first loss in 2020. But McIntyre's journey was far from over. On the November 16th episode of Raw, he made a remarkable comeback by regaining the WWE Championship in a no disqualification match against Randy Orton. This victory made him a 2-time champion. McIntyre's next challenge came at Survivor Series on November 22nd, where he faced Universal Champion Roman Reigns in an Interbrand Champion vs. Champion match. Unfortunately, McIntyre lost by a technical submission due to interference from Jey Uso. McIntyre's resilience and determination remained strong. At Elimination Chamber on February 21st, he successfully defended the WWE Championship in an Elimination Chamber match against Randy Orton, Sheamus, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Kofi Kingston. However, after the match, he was ambushed by Bobby Lashley and The Miz. The Miz took advantage of a loophole in the contract and cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, performing the skull-crushing finale to pin McIntyre and capture the WWE Championship. This marked the end of McIntyre's second reign, which lasted 97 days. Despite these setbacks, McIntyre's journey in WWE continues, showcasing his resilience and determination to regain the championship. His story remains an ongoing saga of triumphs and challenges as he strives to reclaim his place at the top of the WWE hierarchy. Number 4. Melina and John Morrison. John Morrison and Melina were involved in a high-profile relationship during their time in the WWE. They were both wrestlers and often performed together as a couple on screen. Morrison and Melina began dating in the early 2000s, and their relationship became a topic of interest among fans and within the wrestling industry. They were known for their chemistry both inside and outside the ring, and their real-life relationship often translated into storylines and on-screen drama. While there have been rumors and speculation regarding Melina's relationship with Dave The specific details and circumstances surrounding their involvement and its impact on her relationship with John Morrison are not officially confirmed. According to various online rumors and reports, it was speculated that Melina and Dave developed a close friendship during their time in the WWE. These rumors suggested that their friendship became a point of contention between Melina and Morrison, ultimately contributing to their breakup. It was alleged that some people assumed there was more to Melina and Dave's friendship due to their close bond. In interviews, Melina has addressed the rumors but has not provided explicit confirmation or denial. She mentioned that there were people who picked on her and were mean, and Dave stood up for her. She emphasized that people sometimes assume that a man and woman are dating just because they are friends. Melina also stated that the rumors about her and Dave caused strain in her relationship with Morrison. However, it's important to approach these rumors with caution as they are based on speculation and online discussions. The personal lives and relationships of individuals in the wrestling industry are often subject to rumors and gossip. Ultimately, the exact nature of Melina's relationship with Dave and its impact on her relationship with Morrison remains largely speculative. As with many aspects of personal relationships, the details are known only to those directly involved. In 2011, Morrison and Melina's relationship came to an end. While the exact reasons for their breakup have not been publicly disclosed, it was widely reported that their busy schedules and the demands of their wrestling careers played a role. Both Morrison and Melina continued their wrestling careers following the split, though they eventually departed from the WWE. Since their breakup, Morrison has continued his wrestling career in various promotions, including Impact Wrestling and Lucha Underground. He also made a return to WWE in 2020. Melina has also competed in different wrestling promotions including NWA and has made occasional appearances in the independent circuit, while making a return at the 2022 Royal Rumble before quickly being thrown out by Sasha Banks. Number 3, Paige and Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio and Paige had a highly publicized and tumultuous relationship that faced numerous challenges. Alberto Del Rio, also known as Alberto El Patron, is a Mexican professional wrestler, and Paige, whose real name is Sarah J. Bevis, is a British professional wrestler. The couple began dating in 2016 while both were working for the WWE. However, their relationship quickly became a subject of controversy and public scrutiny. Del Rio had a history of erratic behavior, which included multiple suspensions and incidents outside of the ring. Paige, on the other hand, was dealing with personal struggles, including injuries and a leaked private video. In 2017, the couple's relationship took a dramatic turn. Paige and Del Rio had a highly publicized and volatile breakup, filled with allegations of domestic violence and a public feud between the two. Reports surfaced that they had been involved in a physical altercation at an airport, which resulted in police involvement. Both parties accused each other of assault, but no charges were ultimately filed. Following their breakup, Paige took time away from wrestling to focus on her personal well-being, while Del Rio continued his wrestling career in other promotions. Paige eventually announced her retirement from in-ring competition in 2018 due to a career-ending injury. Since the breakup, both Del Rio and Paige have moved on to new relationships. Del Rio has been involved in several legal issues, including assault charges unrelated to his relationship with Paige. Paige, on the other hand, has remained active in the wrestling industry, transitioning to a role as a backstage personality, an occasional on-screen figure, later returning to the ring under the All Elite banner. Number 2, the relationship between Triple H and Chyna was a significant one in both their personal lives and their careers in the WWE. Triple H and Chyna began dating in the mid-1990s when they were both rising stars in the wrestling industry. Chyna's unique look and formidable physicality made her a standout performer, while Triple H was on the path to becoming one of the top stars in the WWE. They were known as a power couple, both on screen and off. However, their relationship took a dramatic turn when Triple H started a romantic involvement with Stephanie McMahon, the daughter of WWE chairman Vince McMahon. The affair reportedly began while Triple H and Chyna were still together, which led to a significant strain on their relationship. The betrayal of their relationship and the subsequent breakup had a profound impact on Chyna's career and mental well-being. She felt betrayed not only by Triple H but also by the WWE as a whole. Chyna's departure from the company in 2001 marked the end of her professional wrestling career and her relationship with Triple H. After their breakup, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon went on to get married in 2003 and have since become one of the most influential couples in the wrestling industry. Triple H has continued his successful career as an in-ring performer, as well as an executive and producer behind the scenes in the WWE. On May 3, 2011, during the tapings for the May 12th edition of Impact, Chyna made her debut in total non-stop action wrestling under the introduction of Mick Foley, who had returned as a consultant for the Spike TV network. Chyna was presented as Kurt Angle's business associate, a departure from her previous portrayal as his mistress, and they were announced as tag team partners for the Sacrifice event. Their opponents would be Jeff Jarrett and Karen Jarrett. During the taping, Chyna also participated in a battle royal and successfully eliminated Jeff. At Sacrifice on May 15, Chyna secured victory for her team by submitting Karen in the mixed tag team match. However, her time with TNA was short-lived, and Sacrifice 2011 marked her final wrestling match before departing from the company. Chyna, unfortunately, unfortunately, faced a tumultuous post-WWE life, struggling with personal issues and substance abuse. Tragically, she passed away in April 2016 at the age of 46. The strained relationship between Triple H and Chyna remained a topic of controversy and discussion among wrestling fans and critics. Number 1. The relationship between Chris Benoit and Nancy Benoit, also known as, was a complex and tragic one. Chris Benoit was a professional wrestler known for his technical prowess and intense in-ring style, while Nancy Benoit was a valet and manager in the wrestling industry. Chris and Nancy Benoit's relationship began in the early 1990s when they worked together in the wrestling promotion Extreme Championship Wrestling. They eventually got married in 2000 and had a son named Daniel. After the tragic deaths of Chris and Nancy Benoit, the wrestling industry and fans were left grappling with the shocking events and their aftermath. Upon discovering the bodies on June 25, 2007, local authorities initiated an investigation into the deaths. It was determined that Chris Benoit had murdered Nancy and their son Daniel over the course of a weekend, before taking his own life on June 24. The details and circumstances surrounding the murders were extensively examined and reported on by the media. In the immediate aftermath, the WWE took swift action to distance itself from the tragic events. They canceled their scheduled live Monday Night Raw show and instead aired a 3-hour tribute to Chris Benoit, showcasing his career highlights. However, as more details emerged regarding the nature of the murders, the WWE made the decision to sever ties with Benoit entirely. They removed all references to him from their programming and website, and his name became largely taboo within the company. The fallout from the Chris Benoit tragedy had a profound impact on the wrestling community. It sparked discussions about the mental health challenges faced by professional wrestlers, the potential link between repeated head injuries and behavioral changes, and the overall well-being of performers. The incident also prompted the wrestling industry to implement changes in their policies and protocols. WWE instituted a comprehensive wellness policy, which includes mandatory drug testing and an emphasis on health and wellness initiatives. They also made efforts to educate wrestlers about the potential long-term effects of head injuries and provide resources for mental health support. Outside of the wrestling industry, the Chris Benoit tragedy contributed to increased scrutiny of the long-term effects of head trauma in contact sports and led to broader discussions about athlete well-being. It's important to remember that the events surrounding the Chris and Nancy Benoit tragedy were devastating and deeply traumatic. While they remain a significant part of wrestling history, it is crucial to approach the topic with sensitivity and respect for the victims involved.